Yasho-dharma was a ruler of Malwa in central India during the early part of the 6th century. He probably belonged to the Second Auli-kara dynasty. He conquered much of the Indian subcontinent between c. 530 to 540 AD. The Huna kings were very cruel and barbaric. Mihira-kula had captured Sindh and had a very large elephant and cavalry-driven army. He destroyed several Hindu and Buddhist sites, ruined Buddhist monasteries. Yasho-dharman had defeated Mihira-kula and put an end to Mihira-kula. Mihira-kula had initially conquered Gandhara. He had been attempting to conquer central and eastern India as well. But Yasho-dharman and Narasimha-gupta not only stopped his advances, but got entire region vacated from his armies. They captured Mihira-kula during one of the battles, but spared his life as Bala-ditya's mother intervened and had argued against his capital punishment. Yasho-dharman had established his sovereignty over other kings in the region and had performed Rajasuya sacrifice and therefore carried the title Samrat. This title implies that he succeeded the Guptas and the Hunas to the sovereignty over Malwa. This claim also indicates that he undertook a Digvijaya campaign over the traditional Chakravarti Kshetra. From this inscription we. Inscription number 33. Mandasa stone pillar inscription of Yasho-dharman. Provenance, Mandasa, Madhya Pradesh. English translation of the inscription. May lofty banner of Shiva destroy the glory of your enemies, bearing the representation of that bull of Shiva. I Nandi, on whom Girija has printed the mark of her all five-fingered hand, who causes the distant regions, in which the demons are driven to tremble wildly with fear by terrible bellowings, who makes the rocks of caverns of the Sumeru split asunder by the blows of his horn. Afflicted by the present-day kings of evil tastes, of manifest arrogance and adept at bad manners, who, as a result of infatuation, are transgressors of the path of good conduct. The earth betook itself to whose arm which bears the scar of the hard bowstring on its oar and which is steadfast in successful actions in pursuit of his vow of public weal, as if it were that of Vishnu. In this age, which is the revisher of good behavior, the title, Samrat, even when used only in imagination in association with other kings, of reprehensible conduct, does not shine as an offering of flowers on a dust heap, he, in whom the same shines forth brighter, like a resplendent jewel in auspicious gold, who is the abode of blessings, and is comparable to Manu, Bharatha, Alarka and Mandhatri. He who enjoys, with the contempt of the confines of his own house, the countries covered with deserts, mountains, trees, forests, rivers, and are embraced by the arms of brave men, and whose kings he has subdued by his prowess. The countries, which were not enjoyed by the Gupta lords, whose valor was seen trampling over the entire earth, nor had been penetrated by the command of the Huna rulers, that had established itself on the tiaras of kings. He whose lands from near the Lohitya to the Mahedra, with its valleys dense with forests of palmyra trees, and from the Himalayas with peaks embraced by the Ganges, to the western oceans are made variegated by the mixture of the beams of rays emitted by the crest jewels while falling on his feet, by chieftains humbled by the prowess his arms, even by that renowned king Mihira-kula, by whom head has never been brought to the humility by obeisance to any other save Shiva, the snow-covered mountain Himalaya bears the pride of impenetrability, because of being embraced by his arms, to feet were saluted by bending low, with offering of flowers falling from his diadem. With his head strained at being pressed down in the act of obeisance, by the prowess of his arm.